Hello, today I'm taking you through this little, I don't know what to call it, folded tuck spot pocket little curio that I've made using my printable Boho loaded pocket kit that's available in my Etsy shop. I also printed out a few of the pages from my Boho Heart junk journal kit that match this pocket kit, but I haven't used much of those, but there they are. I've used a little bit, so I've got lots still to play with there. So I'll get those out of the way and I'll show you what I've done. I've got a page, this front page here has got lots of little tabs in it. Look at this beautiful little bit of ribbon. The actual kit itself was designed to make these little tabs, these little loaded tags, and I wanted to just challenge myself to have a look what I could do with the whole kit in a slightly different format, so that's what I've done. So there's the front page all loaded up. Now we can, and we've also got this little tuck spot in the side here behind this. Beautiful paper. I love this paper, that design. It's one of my favourite designs that I've made. And so under here, I've got to be a little bit mindful because of this hinge. We've got two tabs with all of these tags. All of these tags come with the kit, the loaded pocket kit, the Boho kit. So there we are. Look at those. Lovely. Who's in there? And then we've got a little tuck spot behind this tag here, and the same behind this tag here. So we close our front cover, and then the thing opens up to reveal a plethora of beautiful eye candy. If you like the boho style, this is this should appeal. So right, let's take out these tags so you can see what's going on. I've got a pocket here. I'm putting my butterfly tab in backwards so that you can see it from the front, and then I can just load up with these others. Oh, come on, go in. There we are. Should have put that over one at the back really, because I've hidden that beautiful thing, but never mind. And my sun, which is possibly my favourite one. Now this one's really cute. You've got one side, two sides, and then you've got a little secret little spot there that you could do what you want with, a little quote, a little message of love, whatever it is that you want to do. And that one I just keep in there like that. And then we'll take out this side. We've got a little tab here. Have I got a tuck spot? I've got a tuck spot down there. Haven't used it. For the sake of popping something in there, let's pop something in there. And then I've got this space here, and I've got this little pocket at the front. There we are. And there's a tab here. Come on, you know you want to. There we are. And when I fold it over to the back, there's one final little tuck spot in this beautiful little page that's got a tuck spot going down that side. So there we go. If you want to carry on watching, you'll find out exactly how I made that. Okay, so by the time you see this bit of the video, you already know what I've made. And at this point, I haven't got a clue, but I do know that I want to use my Boho loaded pockets printable kit that's available in my Etsy shop. I'll link in the description, and this is what you get with that. There are 4 main pocket tab backs like this, and there are 4 pocket fronts that are interchangeable. You can keep them the same, you can mix them up, whatever you want to do. All of these I've already cut out and inked up. You get these little bibbies there for doing various different things with. So many tags. Let's just scatter these around and have a look how this kit all ties in with itself. Look at those beads, heart, jewellery, little trinkets, gorgeous little gold effects, celestial things, a beautiful gold tree, bits and bobs, some oval tabs, some shaped tabs with vintage jewellery and stamps. Look at those, the sun, I love that image. This is possibly my favourite one with the cutout butterfly at the top, a nice little fussy cut for you. This I love. This is printed out in the gold, but it really looks effective. Some more of those shaped tabs, palmistry, little gilt frame, another little butterfly there, a feather, a nice narrow little one. One here with the corset type fastening and some pearls, and another one with this ornate little fastening. So that's what you get in the kit. Doesn't cost much. So I don't know what I'm going to make, but I know I want to make something with all of these lovely things. So I'll move them out of the way, keep them in a mess on the side of the desk, so I can at least have a look at them. Hopefully the inspiration will come. There we are. So I want to keep these separate. I've lost my other file pocket front. There it is. We'll keep those together. And what I'm going to use today as well is some black card, just plain black card. And also I've printed out a few pages from my Boho Heart junk journal kit. I just printed out some of the papers on card here in case I want to use them. And they match this set here. Put those off to one side a little bit and roll up my sleeves because I've got a great big jumper on and it's going to get in the way. Right, I have no idea what I'm going to do, so let's just have a look at what looks nice. I've got, I think I'll make a start with a front, I think. What should I go with? I love this and I love this. Let's see, which front do I want? I like blue and green together. I think I might go with that one for the front. What do I want to do? I'll start off just by making a flap, I think, for the front. So I'm going to take this as a guide. I'm going to get my paper trimmer from over here. I think I might glue this on first. Why not, eh? I'll glue the back on. Might just glue 3 sides, and I've got the option of a little secret tuck spot there, haven't I? Who doesn't love a tuck spot? The more the merrier, I think. Take my glue. So I'll just go around these edges like that. I might go around that edge. And I'll glue this in. Leaving myself, let's get rid of these pieces underneath so I can see exactly where I'm going. Leave myself a little, nice little mount edge. Have I gone the right way around? Of course I have. There we go, so we've got the little tuck spot under there now. I love the way these colours pop on the black. So I fancy doing something really bold today. Is that the one I want on the front? Have a look at the pink. Oh, it's quite striking, isn't it? I like that. Let's go with that one. So I'll glue around these 3 edges. And pop that in place. Like I say, I've already cut out and inked up all of these pieces, so you didn't have to sit and watch me doing that. Oh, get you straight on there like that. Nice. Now I'll trim that down. Give it myself the same sort of border. There you go, that's fine. It's a little thinner on one edge than the other, but hey ho. That's life. I'll trim this one down. I don't know if I can get this straight now. Trim that one down just a little bit, so we're looking a bit more even. Okay, that's a good start, isn't it? Look at that. So now I think I'll decide what I'm going to do for my main folio. Can I use that piece of paper? Will it go in half? No, I don't think it will quite, will it? Maybe. Could find a ruler. It's got my magnets attached. So I need, being British, I tend to work in centimetres, but we're not dealing with measurements today. Just do what we need to do. I think I'll take this and use it as a template for my actual folio bit. So what I'll do, rather than measure, is I'll just mark, and then I'll take this into my creasing, scoring thingy-bob. I've got a little tiny mini spider on the table there. Go on, little fella. Come on. See you. There we go, so that's scored. I've got to watch out for the wildlife now, haven't I? As he makes his way over the table out of shot and onto the windowsill. Fold that in half, that's looking good. Now I could, I guess, so I'm going to use, that's going to be the front of my folio, and I'll have this as a folding flap, I think. But do I want to do anything secretive on the inside? I could do, couldn't I? I could do, but I don't think so. I don't think I want to in this video. So I'll just take my, making sure that the spider's safely out of the way. I'll just take this and trim it down. So I've got a little folio cover now, and then I need to make the decision. Do I want to cut it down? Because I've got quite a lot of thing over here, haven't I? I could put a pocket up inside, couldn't I? I might do that actually. Good idea, me. So to what sort of height? Oh, there we go, let's do it like this. So I can lose about that much, make that much into a pocket inside, just mark that off with my fingernail. And score right across. Fold this little space up here like this. And we could, if we wanted to, cut a little bit out of here to help this sit a little more happily, but we can do it. I could use my bone folder here. Get a nice good crease on there. That'll do it beautifully. So now we've got this little file folio. We've got this that I want to come all the way down to the front, and I want to score this so it sits behind. Just mark that off there and pop that in my scoring board. Fold that flap over. This is then going to sit behind there like that, so we've got this little flap at the front. We've got our main page there, which will decide what we're going to do with the cover. We'll open this up. Now we've got a flap here, and we've got a flap here, and we would be foolish not to make those into tuck spots, wouldn't we? What have I got that I can fit in there in this kit? Does that tree fit? A bit narrow. Do you fit? Yes, you do. I've printed on the back of these. This is just a pale-aged paper. I've got some orders, some different bits and bobs. Does this one fit? Now, how am I going to glue this in? I could choose to have this as a tuck spot, or I should choose to have this as a tuck spot. I know what I'm going to do. On this side, I'm going to have that as the tuck spot down there. And I think I'll even use my little machine. If I can get it in there. Come on. To just eyeball that in the middle and about halfway. Actually, I won't do that. I'll stick a piece of paper over the top. No, but if I do that, then I won't be able to do this because it'll be too thick. Right, let's just go for it. Let's make a little, I love these. So let's just do it there like that. Beautiful. And I'll glue this one down this edge. Before I do that, I think I'll cut a piece of paper. I'm going to glue down this edge here. Yeah, and this top edge. So I'm going to glue down all three sides here. The top edge, the inside edge, and the bottom edge. Could have made a little indent there. Too late now. So I'm just going to line that up. Press this flap closed. There we go. So when I close this, I've got my little front flap there, looking good, and that will glue. Let's give it a chance, eh? I don't get my greasy paws on the black card. So that's all glued now. Right, before I go gluing this, I'm going to give this a nice little bit of something, and I think I'll use one of the papers from the Boho Heart Kit. Which one? Like that. What have I got on the front? Oh, I love this green. That's one of my designs. I think that's one of my very favourite. I've used that on the front. I don't want to use that on the inside then. I've got that little bit of pink. Let's go with that. Why not? Pop all those off to one side. Trim off my edges. Even though I've got a printer that prints borderless, I choose not to. It uses a lot of extra ink, and the waste ink tank gets full quite quickly. And I'm finding them hard to replace and quite expensive, so I like doing it this way. It's fine. Just trim off my edges so I know what I've got left. Square would be nice. Something's not quite square here. Get those out of the way. Right, let's have a look what we want to do here. So I want to make, doesn't need to come any lower than that. I'll make a small mark here. Could use a pencil, but I'm being rather slapdash about it. And I'll make a small mark there. And I'll trim that down. I've lost my marks. There's one. There. And here's the other. There. Whoops. I'll pop that in. Yeah, that's just about lovely. I could go for another tuck spot up here. Shall I? Yeah, why not? Absolutely, why not? Shall I give it a little cut out as well? That'll be nice because we'll have the contrast then of the black showing through this one and the pattern showing through that one. If I can get it in the middle. If I can get it in at all. It's got a very narrow opening, this one. Where was I? So we'll get that right in the centre. Move it a little bit more towards me so I can see over the top. Get it in the right place, kind of. I know it's a bit deeper than the other one, but we won't worry about that. There we go. Now I can glue this down here. I quite like the way that's looking. Wonder if I should go down here a little. So I've got a bit more room there. I think I will. And then I've got this nice contrast, haven't I? I'll move these pieces of paper out of the way so I can get more of a look of what's going on here for when I want these. There we go. Get my glue. And I'm going to glue down these three edges. There we are. there, do we think? That will do nicely. Look, I've gone all the way down to the bottom there now, and I could have cut that a bit shorter so I didn't waste this paper, but not to worry. The beauty of printables, I can just print some more if I want it. There we are, so that's quite nice. Let's see what we've got going on here. We've got this front cover with this nice flap. And now I think I'm safe to glue. What do I want to do over here first? Over here, I'm going to have a tuck spot this side. So I'll get this in. If I can get it in evenly here, if not I'll have to open it up. Oh, come on, thing. There we go. I'll open this up so I can get it in the centre. There. I say centre, I don't mean centre, clearly. Right, now I think I can glue this up, and I'm going to glue this up along this edge here as well. So where am I gluing? I'm gluing this edge. And I'm gluing this top edge. And I think I'll glue down this centerpiece as well. Give me a little bit of strength. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do, but that's what I've done. And stick that back up and glue that together. And it's looking nice, but excess glue there, wipe that off. And I'll fold this in half just to make sure that we haven't got any problems when we come to fold it. I don't know, we'll have to see, won't we? Bit of excess glue, that's annoying. I'll just give that a second to stick. In the meantime, I'll have a look what I can. Oh, I didn't ink around those edges. There we go, that's kind of nice, isn't it? Pop another one in here. Time to stick down. Come on. It's very good, this glue, at grabbing. I don't think it likes this paper overly much. There we are. I think we'll just leave that flat for a while and have a look what I'm going to do here. I could have a little flap, couldn't I? There, that fits quite nicely, and to open that way. Yes, why not? I'll score down the edge of this. And fold that like that, and glue down this edge. I want this to have lots of little folds and tucks. There we go. Stick that on there. And now I've got that there. I could put, I haven't got any really tiny glue slippage while I was doing something else. There we are. Now then, what am I going to do here? I could put, maybe I could put one of those over there. That covers that up, which would be a shame. I could trim one of those down. That might be an idea. I think I'll do that. This one, I like this one. And I've got this blue one here that might work well with it. Let's have a look. What do you think? The blue or this one? I think I'll go for the blue. And I'll trim that down to there possibly. Where does this take us? That takes us a bit too far up to the top. I could trim both of those down in actual fact, couldn't I? There we are. Why not? Why not? Let's do that. So I'll trimming this one down to there. I'll keep that to one side. I'm bound to want that. this one on here. Do I need to allow a little tuck spot here, do you think? Of course. Where should we have it? Let's have it going down the side again. So I'll glue the top and I'll leave this side open. So I'll glue the bottom all round up to this top here, and then I'll stick that on. There. That takes its place quite nicely, I think. Now, how am I going to treat this now? I could cut this down and have a little one. Now, these tags are all quite long. I could cut some of them down, couldn't I? So I don't have to worry about that so much. And I'm going to go to about there with that one. It's quite nice having cut out all of these shapes first, because I've got all these little bits left over, which are going to be really useful to just spontaneously stick on as I want. Go around those edges, stick this down. I could have glued that bottom again. I'm forgetting to do my inking. This is nothing unusual. There we are. Now, which bits have I got left over? I've got this left over now. That's quite good there. I could make another flap there. I've got a flap here. I could, this glue, I'm getting a bit too much glue on my stuff. I could have another little secret fold there. Why not? I quite like the idea of having lots of little places to mooch about in on this one. So I'll just cut that down from there. This time I'll remember to ink. Could round those off if I wanted. It's just that raw edge that hasn't been inked. And I'll do the same again. I'll give a little score to make a hinge. Oh, I've cut it! Oh, well, let's cut that then. All right, looks like we're having a smaller flap on that one. And a bit more inking. I'll fold this back and glue along this little fold and pop this in so that it doesn't show on the outside of that one. So that's about there. I'll try and line that up straight. Check that out, that's good. Glue that down. So when we open that up, we've got a fold here, so that glue's a bit messy, and we've got one here, and then I could put my little, I could hide my little butterfly. That's a bit too big. These are a bit too big. I might get some other bits and pieces actually later on to stick on there, some more little fussy cuts. Oh, I've got this too. What shall I do with you? I could put you on there, couldn't I? That's a little thing, and why not? I'll do that. Use up all these little bits. There we go, there's a little bit of added interest there. There we go, we'll leave that. Now then, this pocket here, I've got, let's have a look and a rummage, see what we've got. I could cut off some of that to make a little pocket here. That's quite nice, isn't it? I do like this tab though. What else have I got? Lots and lots and lots. You'd be quite nice cut down, but then I'm getting a bit pink on the inside and I want to keep those colours varied. I think I'll go with this one because I've still got a nice little square here that I can use. So I'll just go to about there with that one. Make sure I grab the right board this time and trim that down. I haven't got the right board. My mind's all over the place today. I've got some things going on and I'm feeling quite distracted. I'm doing my best to focus. And this, believe it or not, is my best. Shall I put a shallow one in this one? You know, it's ever so finicky, this one. There we go, make sure I've got it in the middle. Quite a shallow one, hopefully. There we go. Oh, that'll do fine. Look at that. I could ink that edge. There we are. I'll pop that on there. That's that then. Right, and now I've got my little tuck spots for all of these. I'm quite happy that these are going to stick out over the edge. You know, we could put some back to back so that when we close it, these things are sticking out the top and sticking out to the sides as well. That's my idea. Right, I'm pretty much done with this, I think. I've got my flap here. So let's have a look what's going to happen when we open this. And I think quite simply there, I'll put one of these and I'll find one of these. Quite happy with that as a way forwards. I could take two of these. How many have I got left? Have I used two? I've used two. I could take two of those and put them like this to make stacking pockets, but I don't think I will. I think I will put this here and simply put that on the top. I'll give that a little bit more ink, give it a little bit more definition. I'll leave that edge open, I think. Or shall I leave this edge open? Yeah, I think I'll leave this edge open, because then if it gets slotted into a journal, this bit can go against the spine and there won't be any problems with things sticking out. So we'll do that. So this is the edge I'm leaving open. I'll glue around these edges. Nice big seam of glue here so it's nice and strong. And we've got loads of room for the tuck. Lay that quite low down. So I've got a nice even edge all the way around at the bottom and the sides, just for aesthetics. There we are. Do this one on the top. There we get some nice tabs, some of these beautiful tabs. Look at these in here. There we go. So we've got this front flap that opens. Then we've got another one of those in there which will have more tabs in it. And close that. Then we can open this and we've got these little tabs going on in here. We've got two tuck spots here. We've got our tuck spot here. Did I leave this open? Oh, I think I glued that all down. No, I did leave that open. And I've left that open for another tuck spot there. And I've got this one here and I've got this one here. I don't think I'm going to decorate the back today, but I am going to make a closure for it. So what I need is a tab to go in here. I might have to trim something down. This one might fit. That fits in there. Look at the palm sticking out. I quite like that. Right, what I'm going to do on here is take one of these and put a brad on it like that. So hopefully that will act as a closure. It's quite thick now. It's going to get thicker because I'm going to put the tabs in it. Let's see what happens. We might have to adapt that idea. Let's pop a few tabs, a few tags in just randomly. The front isn't going to matter. It's not going to thicken it, but I'll stick some in anyway. I'll stick the tall one in behind. Did I leave a tuck spot there? Yes, I did. And we can go ahead and load this up. I want it to be all over the place, this one. Let's not get a blue one in. Let's get another colour in. There, like that. So that's that there. Then we've got this space. It's amazing how many tabs you can get in when you get going. That isn't there, but I could put something in there, a little quote or something like that. I haven't got that to hand at the moment. Here we are. And then I've got a favourite little tab here that I'd like to stick out over the front. I'll take that one out, put that behind there perhaps. There we go, and put something a bit smaller in here. What else have we got kicking about? We've got, where else have I got a spot? I'm sure I've got a spot somewhere else. I've got one here, haven't I? That's too thick for that one, so let's pop that one in there. That will go in there just all the way to the edge. Lovely. I'm going to close that up. Oh, I see. I'm not going to be able to do my closure as I'd first hoped, but that's okay. That's fine. And I will, what can I do with this? I like that. Could make another. Oh, here we go. Look, we've got all of this to play with. I could put another pocket there, couldn't I? I'd probably be better off having a sideways pocket for that one so that things don't fall out. Not that they're going to, I don't think, because it's quite a snug business, isn't it? I could go with that one there, really. Yes, I could do that. Have I got any of those left? I don't think I have. I think I've used them all up. Right, I'm going to put this on. Let's take all of these out. I'm going to do this again in a minute. There we are. So I've got this space here. What have I done with it? There it is. Oh, this, by the way, was one of the patterns. It was this pattern from the Boho Heart Junk Journal kit. And I've printed it out at the lowest possible resolution I've got. Well, lowest printer setting that I've got. It's the draft setting. And it's come out really pale, which was really interesting because I wanted to have a space to write on, but still have something going on in the background. So I'm going to remember that for the future. So use my draft setting with some of my bold papers to give me. Right, so that's going to be right, isn't it? I'm not going to worry, I don't think, about things falling out because it's all quite snug, isn't it? Where's my glue? I've lost my glue. So I'll stick this down. This one I'll leave open on this edge. So I'll just glue around here, around here, around here, and around this edge. Pop that on there. Kind of central would be nice. Now I don't think I've got any more of those left. I think I've used them all up. How many? One, I had 4. 1, 2, 3. Should be another one somewhere. There it is, look. There it is, look. And I'll stick this one on here like this. Now this kit was actually just designed to make the pocket tabs. So to have this as a back, this as a front, and then load those pockets, stuff them with all the tabs, which you can do. I just wanted to set myself a bit of a challenge to see if I could make a nice little thing using this kit. So there we are. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. Are we done? Let's have a look. So I've got that, and then we open it up. I've got this, I've got this, and then I've got these 2 little pockets here. I'm going to need to trim down some of these tabs, some of these tags to fit in some of these narrow pockets. There we go, that does it, doesn't it? And then I've got the back. I could pop something on the back, I guess. One more tuck spot, go on, why not? And this card is beautiful. Look at that on the back, just as a final little and I'll do it going to open that side. So everything's all sticking out this side and sticking out the top. So I'm going to do this long edge and these two short edges. What I might do actually is do a ribbon closure. I've got a nice piece of ribbon that's been waiting for quite a few years actually. I bought it quite a few years ago. I absolutely loved it. I'll show it you. I've got it here, got it here. Isn't that just so beautiful? And I've had it for years waiting for something to happen to it, and I think this is its day, so that's nice. And there we are. I think we're finished. I could fasten my ribbon on, but I think I might just tie it like that and let it come off. And I can also let's do that now with one of these tabs. Rather nice tab. Don't want to make a hole in that really. Let's have a look. I've got some gorgeous tabs here. That one, I think I'll splice that one up with a splice it up, that's not even a thing. Jazz it up with a hole and a little bit of ribbon. Can't find my other hole punch, so this one has to do at the moment. Cut myself a little length of ribbon. And push it through. Fold it over. I'll do this with a few of these, I think, just because it's so nice, isn't it? Just to have that dangle. Adds to this. I didn't make one there. Look, I want that one there now. We'll put that in here in the front. And this one with the sun on, I love that. Pop that in the front there. I could put a little, might put a little tiny thing on here. Oh, I've got these little things. Should I stick that on there? No, I don't think I will. What have I got? What have I got? Oh, now I like that, and it's the right thickness. The right width, rather. I'll glue that on. Shall we ink, Emma? Yes, let's ink. Could round off my corners if I wanted. I love rounded corners. Oh, look at that. Blinking glue. It's gone over there. There we go. Pop that on. I think that's added something really quite nice to that front. And then I think I'll just pop these rounds in there like that as extra little tags. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Right. I'll take those out for now so I can give this a chance to dry properly without being under any strain. And I think I'm done. So I've got this little flap here that opens out to 2 pockets. And then we can open this page, and I've got a pocket here. I've got these 2 little tabs that open here. I want to put something in there. What are these little? Yes, I think I'll do that. And I think I'll make that an opener as well. So I'm going to score this, making sure to grab the right board. Just score that about there. And fold it over. Apply a bit of glue. And then we've got not 1, not 2, but 3 little flaps. We could write on those or whatever we want. Too much glue. Again, I'm really going over the top with the glue today, which is something I don't usually do. Quite distracted. Life, you know? There we are. So that's quite cool. That'll be really nice when that's done. You know, you could have a little thingy on there to open up. Okay, what I haven't done is used my little butterfly. And I really like that butterfly. It matches this tag here, which I'm going to make sure I either pop in the front, or no, I'm going to pop it in here, back to front, and there's space for writing or little photos or quotes or whatever you might want there. And then I've got my little butterfly there, and I may just stick that on there like that on the front. Shall I? Shall I though? I could put him here. I could use, actually, let's have a little think about where he might be best placed. Now then, I've decided that where I'm going to put my other butterfly is on the corner of this one. The reason for which is quite simply because then I've got another little butterfly poking through somewhere out the top. There we go, we'll pop him there. So then I've got two butterflies. Let that dry. Right, so that's it. I think we're actually done now. Although, are you ever really done? No, I'm not really done. Of course I'm not, because I've got some little tuck spots here that I'd like to find something to do with. Oh, that one I've just glued. Well, there we go. Look, I can cut this one down just a tad and round off its corners, and that'll stick up quite nicely there. Get the right cutting board. I've also got my little pieces of paper, my pieces of paper from the other kit, from the junk journal kit, that I haven't really used much of. I could utilise some of those, couldn't I? But I don't think I'm going to need to. I'll just cut this down. If I can find my corner rounderer, I'll use that as well. So it's really, when I came to print out this Boho loaded pockets little kit, I'd forgotten how many tags I'd actually provided in the kit. And even though the kit is only a couple of pounds, I think £2.10 I think, there's so much in it, as you can see. And it's been quite interesting to see just what you can do with it that takes the loaded pocket idea just that step further. There we are, that's grand. What else can I do? I've got some more narrow pockets. Let's see if there's anything else I can cut down. This one, oh no, I've got a frame all the way around. I'll keep that whole. These are all pretty much need to be kept whole now, I think. What's this one? Yeah, so I think what I'm going to have to do is just improv a couple with some of this spare. So I'll just mark this with a pen if I've got one, on my finger if I haven't. Keep that nice and narrow. Slice that down. There we go. Cut that to about there, I think. Round off my corners. Where's that gone? There it is. Oh, I haven't printed on the backs of those, but that's grand. That's fine. Let's quickly give that a bit of ink. And there we go. A little tab to go in there. Yes, what I'd wanted to do was get one of these. I might have to stick two together to make it strong enough, which is doable, I suppose. Put a brad in this corner here, so this would flip open. In fact, I'm going to do that anyway, because even if it won't fold, it won't go over to the front if that's all a bit thick. It will go here, and that'll be quite nice. Which one shall I use? I think maybe that one. Okay, I've got the brad here. I haven't got a hole punch handy. What are you going to do about that, Parish? I haven't got a little pokey tool handy. That was the idea for that. And if I do that, I'm going to want to stick something on the other side of that tab. I don't think I'll do that for the purposes of the video, but you know what I mean. The brad would go in here. This would then slide around if I wanted to, or even open if I wanted to. And then that would give me that little thing. And the theory was that this could then go over there and keep that shut, but we're going to go with the ribbon instead. Right, I'm going to load this up and then we can see exactly what we've got. Any old how. I've got this one here as well, which I wanted to put at the front, and maybe put a bit of ribbon in a couple more of these as well. I like you very much. You can go in the front, that's looking nice. Get some smaller ones. All of these tabs are quite big, but you can cut them down. Like this tree here, I might cut that down because I like him to go on the front. I'll just trim a little bit off here. On the bottom, I'll do my rounding. The round's going to be rounder at the bottom than it is at the top, so I might address that and make that uniform. Remembering to ink in the edges, get rid of those little white edges. Pop that in that pot spot there. Look, he's covering my sun. Don't cover my sun. Oh, I love this. I love it. Oh, then of course this opens. Oh, which means that we're not going to have. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. There's room to play with there. Let's get some. Let's see how this works, because now we've got stuff sticking out the bottom as well. But hey ho, junk journal, clues in the name. So we'll stick those two in there. I've got this nice one with this here. Pop you in there. Why not this? I've trimmed you down, haven't I? So come on, don't get stuck. Trim this baby down. There we go. Could give it a second to dry, won't. Oh, I like this one. I like this corset style lacing. I might put him in there actually, or her. I think I'm going to have quite... Right, this one I'm going to have to make sure that my tags don't stick out over that fold there. Seems to be getting away with that one okay. Look, that's okay. And now then, where have I got? I've got tabs here, haven't I, as well? Let's pop you in there. How far do you go in? Oh, that's quite nice. Let's have... And have I got... Have I got one here as well? Yes. So we can stick one of those in there too. This is all starting to look rather good, isn't it? And how far down does that come? All the way. So that means I could have that down there and have this one a little bit further up, perhaps. So I've got this sort of layered effect. Oh my gosh, I like this so much now. I'm going to put a hole in here and put another piece of ribbon in. Where's my thing? There it is. This is obviously just from a normal file folder. No telling if I'll get that in the middle or not. But it is what it is. Because I can't find my other one. I'll go a little bit shorter with this ribbon this time. Did I go any shorter? Did I fiddle? I'll feed this through. You know, as I'm putting this one together, I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. It's going to be for my best friend, I think. And maybe an elaborate birthday card for my best friend. She knows who she is. There we go, looking really nice. And then we've got lots of tabs left over to fill these spaces. And of course, the usual things going on. Oh, I don't want that one there because I want to put this butterfly in. Can't go in the top there, that's annoying. I can go in the side there. I think I'll have to put these two butterflies in this tab. This one's going to stick out quite a bit further than the other one. And maybe I'll put this butterfly in the front, which means that my sun, I don't want to cover up the sun. I love it. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's good now, isn't it? I'll put this one, angle that one over there, and we'll angle you over here. There we go. Oh, Look, right, what have we got left? What have we got left? I might have some over yet. Okay, well, you don't want to put all your good stuff on the front, do you? So we'll pop that in there like that. And then I'll pop my son in here maybe. I can do that. And I've got this little pocket down here as well. I'll load that up. Get the palmistry one in there, that'll be quite nice. And then I've got these little, little secrets going on there, very nice. I've got a little pocket here. I've got this tab here. Oh, this one will fit in here as well, won't it? And then I've got space for, I love this edge. I've got another one with that edge. I don't know what I've done with it. Is it already gone in? Probably already gone in. And then I've got, finally, I've got a tuck spot here. So I'll make use of that. Pop that one in there. And I've still got two. I've still got the dragonfly. And I've still got this one. Oh my gosh, look at this now. Can I still open this? Got to be a bit careful now because of that butterfly overhanging the hinge. There we are. And have I got a pocket in there? Yes, I have. Look at that. That can go in there, the dragonfly. And I've got this one left. I'm sure I can find a home for that. So we'll close this flap. Being a bit mindful of our butterfly's wings. And there we are. I could, I guess, pop you in there like that. And I've got these little bits that I haven't used. I could maybe glue one onto the front. Might do that actually. Quite like that as a finish, a little finish. Stick that on there. I could have bradded it on if I'd have thought ahead and if I could find my pokey tool, or rather if I had it to hand. I changed my room round recently, which is great, but it's all very organised now and I can't find anything. So I'll pop that down on there just as a little final thing. And there we have it. How cool is that? I love it. I could get a bit more of this ribbon, put it through a few more of those, just to really tat it up. There we go. I hope you like that. And I'll be back very soon with more ramblings, more paper ramblings. Take care, be well.